Do not point your finger at me.
Disrespect.
Do not point your finger at me. I'm grown as hell. Gotcha. I can disrespect whoever I want. And if it's you, I'm going to do it.
No, you're
Put
not.
your finger down. Put your
First
finger
of all,
down.
no, you are not.
Oh, my God.
Period.
You don't even know me. You don't know me, apparently. But you know the other 4 daughters.
But you don't know me, apparently.
Put your finger down, bro.
Okay,
like,
I'll
put
let
it down.
you finish what you're
put
saying.
It down. Put it down.
What are the lies that you said?
Here's the thing. She's telling you her story. She's not telling you the other side of that story.
What's the other side?
So the email that she's talking about was me sharing that I had a granddaughter. Hers.
You don't know her.
And hers. Okay.
What's her name?
She needs to stop.
How old is she?
I'm not gonna
What grade
go back
is she
and
in?
forth.
What's her favorite color? If that's your granddaughter, what is it that you know about her? What's her name? Where does she live?
Are you done?
About men having audacity when you calling they ass medium fucking ugly. The problem is y'all keep letting ugly men have confidence. We need to go back to shaming ugly men. That's why so many fucking gargoyles and monsters in the fucking club holding up the sections, holding up the space, looking scary. Rawr. Because y'all keep calling them medium ugly. Y'all keep calling short niggas handsome kings. You need to call these niggas what the fuck they is. You're hideous. Your hairline is very strange. The size of your head is not proportionate to your fucking body. You have a bird chest. Your arms is too skinny. Why you be in the gyms and your legs are skinny? We need to start calling them the fuck out. They don't hesitate to tell bitches what they don't like about us. They don't like our hair. They don't like our edges. They don't like our lashes. They don't like...
Okay. Bitch, you been staring at me with your fake ass eyelashes. I don't give a fuck.
Fat. Bald. Fat. Coward. Ugly.
Like our birthday fucking makeup. They got everything to fucking say. And then y'all be over here, oh, he's just medium ugly. I mean, he's alright. He got money. Y'all be letting them think the fucking money, the Casablanca shirts, and the Mary jeans is a fucking up. And that's why they be fucking playing with y'all. Oh, they got audacity. You gave them the audacity. Y'all stop calling niggas ugly. I don't know what the fuck happened. Medium ugly. I wish I would. Give some...
What's up?
It's your man.
Alright. Alright, so let's put that down.
Who's opening these doors?
What?
Open the door.
Alright. Put that down.
Okay.
Go ahead, put it over there.
You have activated our voice control.
Don't touch me. You don't have the right to touch me. No, not on my kids.
Put your kids away. Call them. Call them.
You can't touch me, though.
Call them then. Go ahead, call them. Good, put that down.
Y'all just said,
Fat. Bald. Fat. Coward. Ugly.
Okay, so this video is doing the rounds. It boggles my mind. I don't understand it, the behaviour. Keep in mind, this is at a graduation.
I don't care. I ain't gotta see you a day in my life.
Just watch, you know.
Yes, Mom. I ain't hear no name. Oh, alright, bad. Alright. Yeah.
It's not.
I am.
How would you explain it, you know? Some way to act, isn't it? Growing up in Ireland, if I had a friend's mother do that, everyone would be like, "What the fuck's going? What's going on there? Is she okay?"
These nigga women, I tell you, they're the worst thing going for black people. All right, these nigga women, all right, and their little hatchlings, all right, and that's exactly why Book of Zechariah chapter 13 says what it says right here in verse 8. And it reads, "And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein." All right, and that land that it's speaking of is America today. All right, the land of the north, spiritual Sodom and Egypt, where our Lord Yahweh Shai was crossed out, all right, and red Jesus was put up, all right. And to prove that that's talking about the land of the north, we're going to read it right here in Zechariah 2, going up to chapter 2 to verse 6. It says, "Ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, for I have spread you abroad as the 4 winds of heaven, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai." Because the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the Israelites, were scattered throughout the 4 corners of the earth, throughout all the nations, all right, looking like the nations, speaking like the nations, all right. Verse 7, "Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon." All right, the daughter of Babylon is the Edomites, all right, Esau, Edom, the so-called self-proclaimed white nation, which they're not white, they're red. All right, and the white man, quote unquote, again, he's not white, he's red. He gave these black hyenas, all right, the liberty to do what it is you seen them doing today. All right, this is all under his rule. All right, and he did it, all right, to destroy the so-called black man. All right, so before I continue, let me start out by giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Barakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of the great millstone who teach this 100% truth. Peace and salutation to the Lord's elect that be in the house of David. All right, today is May the 20th, year 2025, the hopeful year of our deliverance. All right, the our being the elect of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, through the seed of our fathers. All right, as well as judgment and destruction to the so-called self-proclaimed white nation, which they're not white, they're red. All right, and their identity according to the Bible, or the Hebrew Edomites. All right, and that's you know, that last clip I just showed you, the individual speaking at the very end before I came on. You know what I'm saying? They're just showing, you know, what's the new slogan? The black fatigue. All right, this is that black fatigue that Esau and the rest of the nations is feeling. All right, and the hopeful elect, you know, we have to deal with this shit on an everyday basis. All right, you know, looking at the wicked of our people just go out here on a day in and day out basis and just show their wicked black ass, you know. And it's a marvel to see. All right, so when you're hearing and you're seeing these Edomites come out today, all right, saying they tired of dealing with black fatigue. You know what I'm saying? It's funny to see. All right, because at the end of the day, you Edomites, you the one who gave these niggas liberty to get abroad. All right, I mean these women, but at the end of the day, even these men, they coming in your spirit. All right, as it reads in John chapter 8 and verse 44, they coming in your spirit. All right, so to see these devils getting mad, all right, is something to see. All right, this is written in red, so this is Yahweh Shai speaking. It says, "Ye are of your father the devil," and you so-called white folks today, you are the devil on this earth. All right, you are the deceiver. All right, you are the adversary, the enemy. All right, so again, ye are of your father the devil. So 2 out of 3 of the Lord people. All right, they come in your spirit. All right, and the lust of your father ye will do. So they do your bidding. All right, he was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. All right, and the scriptures speak about all wickedness being but little to the wickedness of a woman. So these black women, all right, as well as the other women from the tribe, but definitely that black woman, all right, that's Esau woman, all right, and she's the head of these households in this kingdom. All right, she's been given the authoritative role in the house. All right, because Esau, you know what I'm saying, made laws and decrees to remove the man out the house. So the majority of these motherfuckers you see coming up today, they're raised by their black mothers. All right, it's Jeremiah 31:22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. All right, woman worship, queen of heaven. All right, Mother's Day is coming up soon, and you just watch how many of these niggas show their ass for their mothers. All right, you see what these nigga women are doing in these graduations. All right, you know what I'm saying? It's like these bitches is living through their daughters and through their sons and shit. They just get up, they get out there, all right, and they just they start yelling. All right, you know what I'm saying? They just embarrass the fuck out of they offspring, you know what I'm saying? And you see when they running around doing all this shit, everybody's laughing. All right, and they're not laughing with you, Eva. They're laughing at you because you're a goddamn clown. All right, you're the laughing stock of this earth right now. All right, you 2/3 Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, you are the laughing stock of the earth. All right, these nations, when they see Eve and you niggas and the offspring of you niggas acting the way you acting, they rejoice. All right, and it's actually in the scripture. This is Lamentations 2, starting at verse 15. It say, all that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All right, these booty shaking, blonde wig, hair hat wearing ass motherfuckers, these niggas. All right, you know what I'm saying? Stealing out of CVS. All right, you know what I'm saying? All them bitches had blonde hair in their head. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's keep going. Verse 16. All thine enemies, all these other nations, have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gash the teeth. That's why I put that clip in there when the ugly, smugly Eve was talking that shit, talking about they need to shame men and call them ugly. All right, I put the clip in there with the East Indian woman when she said, bitch, fuck you and your fake ass eyelashes. All right, that's what these nations see when they see the nigga woman. They see a goddamn astonishment, a proverb and a byword. All right. All right, for the wrong reasons. All right, verse 16 again. All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gas the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we look for. We have found, we have seen it. All right, you know what I'm saying? They get the nigga woman, again, ruling these households, her big ass mouth. She unruly, she uncontrollable. All right, you know, she's just a goddamn terrorist, all right, in the earth. You know what I'm saying? And these heathens love to see that, all right? Because they when they see that, they understand and they see that the Jake man ain't got no control. All right. You don't see no other nation's women, all right, just going all out the way that the nigga woman goes all out. All right. But this is a curse put on us, all right, you know what I'm saying? Ultimately, it's, you know, for breaking the law, statutes, and commandments and worshiping other gods, other powers. All right. And us as Israelite men, you know what I'm saying, we were married to the Lord, all right? So when we did that, basically we played the whore spiritually. So the Lord, to make us feel how we made him feel, he turned our women into that, all right? And that's where we at with it today. Verse 17, the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, had done that which he had devised. He had fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old. He had thrown down and had not pitied or that pitied. And he had caused thine enemy, these other nations, to rejoice over thee. He had set up the horn of thine adversaries. All right, so, you know, the Lord made this happen, all right? It was a punishment, all right? And now we're being, us as the hopeful elect, starting with the men, all right? You know, we're sighing and crying for the abominations that we see every day. And this is part of it, all right? Seeing the nigga woman show her whole wicked ass, all right? With a blonde ass hair hat, you know. And then she passes that shit down to your daughters and shit, got them thinking it's all right to do that. All these bitches know how to do is fucking twerk and talk shit and be loud and clamorous. All right, that's all the nigga woman is bringing to the table for the most part. Let me read this right quick. In Proverbs 7, at verse 11, it reads, "She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house. Now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner." All right, because these bitches get in these hoe packs. All right, you know what I'm saying? They get out here in these, just in these public forums, and you hear them before you see them. All right? And the Lord spoke about that. Again, that I was quoting earlier, the gathering together of an unruly multitude. That's why the Lord said for these bitches to be at home. All right? The woman was supposed to be at home, a homebody. All right? Not these busybodies that we see today. What's that? Let's know it's in Timothy. Let's see where we at with it. No, it might be 5. 1 Timothy. Is it 5? Hold on, y'all. I'm going to find it. All right, 1 Timothy 5 and verse 6, it say, "But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth." All right, and Eve is definitely living in pleasure on this side. You know what I'm saying? Where we going? All right, I'm going to jump down to verse 11 right quick. Because this is with the dealing with the young Eve for the most part. It say, "But the younger widows refuse, for when they have begun to wax one tongue against a Mashiach, they will marry." All right, that's why the Lord said, you know what I'm saying, for the men to choose his daughter's husbands when they was young. All right, but you know, in this world, you don't have no liberty in the household, and that as a man especially. And that goes into the first clip. All right, how the bitch was disrespecting her father and shit. All right, she told her father, "I'll disrespect you and anybody else." And you heard how them bitches started applauding her and shit. All right, you know what I mean? This is why 2 out of 3 of them are going to go, and they're going to die a horrific, violent death. All right. Verse 12, "Having damnation because they have cast off their first faith." Verse 13, "And withal they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house, and not only idle, but tattlers, also and busybodies, speaking things which they ought not." And that's the modern woman today. All right, not just the Jake woman, but for the most part, all these women are able to do that. They all right, are tattlers and busybodies. All right, speaking things that they should not. Verse 14, "I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guard the house." All right, be your ass at home, young woman. All right, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. All right, and you see how, you know what I'm saying, our adversaries are speaking reproachfully, starting with Esau. You see how he speaks about, you know what I'm saying, the nigger woman, which he's right to do it. All right, because it's true. It ain't like he lying. Look at him. All right, we see it. All right. And that goes for, you know what I'm saying, the rest of the women of the tribes also. But this is just showing you who the real Israelites are. All right, and the curses that they're under, and the way that they living before, you know what I'm saying, Yahweh Shai returns. And that's why Yahweh Shai is only coming back for the elect of Israel. 2 out of 3 of Israel, we read it, we opened up, gonna get put to death. And the majority of that 2 out of 3 is women. All right, and I'm gonna prove that to you right quick. Let me go to Ezekiel 9. Just to prove who the 2/3 is. I'm gonna start at verse 4. "And the Lord, Yahweh Shai, said unto him, Go through the midst of the city." Now him is speaking of the angel, all right, the righteous angel. "Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem." Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, all right? And the people that it represents today just so happen to be the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans through the seed of their fathers. And the majority of us are oppressed right here together in this land, that land being America, which is spiritual Sodom and Egypt. So it says, "Set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sign that cry for all the abomination that be done in the midst thereof." That mark is an exemption from judgment. All right. Verse 5, "And to the others, the other angels," is what's talking about. "He said in my hearing, Go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity." All right. "Slay utterly, old and young, both maid to maid as a woman, and little children," that's boys and girls, "and women." All right. So they let you know right there who is really for you fucking women. All right. Maids, women, little children, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark. All right, so judgment is going to begin with those who ain't exempt from judgment. All right, and then it goes on, and begin in my sanctuary, and it's going to begin with those who know they're Israelites. All right, these bitches will probably act like they don't believe they Israelites, but they've heard it. All right, they've heard it in some shape, fashion, or form. They've heard it. They've come across it. All right. It say, then they began at the ancient man which was before the house. All right, so these death angels is getting ready to go out and start, you know what I'm saying, slaying you wicked jakes. All right. We can't wait to see it. All right, to see Eva, all right, get her fucking wig snatched. All right, get her wig pushed back. All right. This is Micah 7:10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her which said unto me, where is the Lord, Yahweh Bashemel Shai, thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. All right, that's the oncoming judgment for the majority of these, you know what I'm saying, bald hickeys out here, you know what I'm saying? As Willie D say. So stay away, you bald hickeys. You know what I mean? So it's just something quick and to the point, you know what I'm saying? That black fatigue is setting in. All right, and Esau's starting to, starting to get antsy. He ready to come down on you nigga women. You niggas in general, but especially you nigga women. All right. What's that shit I was watching over the weekend? They had the WNBA started their season and shit. All right. And they whole hype train is basically the nigga woman, Angel Reese, versus what they perceive to be the Edomite woman in Caitlin Clark. But if you a spiritual Israelite, you understand it. No, it's no way Caitlin Clark could be an Edomite. The way she out there busting them black bitches ass on that court, ain't no way she a Edomite. She's a Israelite. All right. She just so happened to look like a Edomite. All right. But this is a spiritual thing. But they using that. All right, you know what I'm saying? Nigga women that don't even watch basketball. Fat ass nigga women don't even play sports. Yo, you big ass, big old, big mountains, out of shape ass roly polies. Couldn't run up a court if your life fucking depended on it. But all of a sudden you got a fucking opinion about what's going down on the court. Motherfuckers ain't never even watched the W. All right. But now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? It's black girl magic and it's black girl this and that. Man, fuck you black people. All right. I got black fatigue, god damn it. So, anyways, that's pretty much it for the lesson. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, it was edifying. All honor, glory, and praise go to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of the great millstone who teach the 100% truth. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect that be in the house of David, Kwam Yasharala, and the Bible Ball. Shalom.